A pandemic. A disease epidemic that has spread across a large region, like multiple continents, or maybe even worldwide. Some current pandemics that we need to worry about is HIV or AIDS and the coronavirus or the COVID-19. There has been a new virus or pandemic called the coronavirus. It was identified in Wuhan, China in late December, causing a clutter of chaos and an acute respiratory disease, now referred to as the coronavirus disease 2019. This pandemic is so serious it has almost all the countries in the world in a lockdown mode. This means that you are not allowed to leave your own homes unless it is for a very important cause. So far, the coronavirus has affected 857,487 people. And so far, there has been 42,107 deaths. So far, the country with the most confirmed cases are the United States, Italy, and Spain. A lot of people think that the coronavirus was discovered in 2019, but they are actually wrong. The coronavirus was first discovered in 1930 when an acute respiratory infection of domesticated chickens was shown to be caused by infectious bronchitis virus. There has been other outbreaks that have similar characteristics as the coronavirus, such as the severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS, which happened in 2002 until 2004, and the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome or MERS, which happened in 2012, 2015, and 2018. Some of the symptoms for the COVID-19s are fever, dry cough, diarrhea, sore throat, dyspnea, ventilatory support. Another serious pandemic is called the Black Death. The Black Death was a devastating global epidemic of bubonic plague that struck Europe and Asia in the mid-1300s. The plague arrived in Europe in October 1347, when 12 ships from the Black Sea docked at the Sicilian port of Messina. People gathered on the docks were met with a horrifying surprise. Most sailors aboard with the ships were dead, and those still alive were gravely ill and covered in black boils that oozed blood. Even before the death ship pulled into Port Messina, many Europeans had heard rumors about a great pestilence that were carrying a deadly path across the trade routes of the Near and Far East. Indeed, in the early 1340s, the disease had struck China, India, Persia, Syria, and Egypt. Giovanni Boccaccio wrote about the symptoms of the Black Plague. He said that, "At the beginning of the malady, certainly swellings, either on the groin or the under armpits, waxed to the bigness of a common apple, others to the size of an egg, some more and some less, and these the vulgar name plague boils." The Black Death was terrifyingly contagious. The mere touching of the clothes appeared to itself to communicate the malady of the toucher, said Boccaccio. The disease was also terrifyingly efficient. People who were perfectly healthy when they went to bed at night could be dead by morning. The Black Death epidemic had run its course by the early 1350s, but the plague reappeared every few generations for centuries. Modern sanitization and public health practices have greatly mitigated the impact of the disease but not eliminated. While antibiotics are available to treat the Black Death, according to the World Health Organization, there are still 1,000 to 3,000 cases of plague every year.